On a Sunday evening, I went to fetch some water. While I was heading towards my destination, I looked out on the road and I saw a man above the age of 50 hawking dried meat inside a wheelbarrow. While I was looking at him, a thought came into my mind, a thought accomplished with curiosity and judgment, and I began to wonder, how can this man at this age be able to sustain himself through this business? How would he manage to feed, clothe, and take care of himself? What if he had a family? How would he be able to sufficiently fend for his family through this business? And if he had children who are enrolled into the school, how would he be able to pay for their school fees? With the current economic uncertainty and inflation, how much could he possibly make in a day? That would be enough for him to cover his basic needs, let alone his family's welfare, if he had one such as children's school fees, house rent, and other financial obligations. My thoughts became muddled with curiosity as I observed him. But then, on a second thought, I asked myself, what if circumstances beyond his control had led him to this path? What if his struggle was a test of faith, ordained by God? What if he has tried every other means for better living, all to no avail? In all my curiosity and judgment, the Spirit of God whispered to my heart, telling me to be compassionate to him and stop being curious and judgmental towards the man. The Spirit of God emphasized it more by drawing my heart close to the incident that transpired between the man who fell among thieves and a Samaritan. The Good Samaritan, Luke 10:30-37. And Jesus answering said, "A certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and fell among thieves, which stripped him of his raiment, and wounded him, and departed, leaving him half dead. And by chance there came down a certain priest that way, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. And likewise a Levite, when he was at the place, came, and looked at him, and passed by on the other side. But a certain Samaritan, as he journeyed, came where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion on him, and went to him, and bound up his wounds, pouring in oil and wine, and set him on his own beast, and brought him to an inn, and took care of him. And on the morrow, when he departed, he took out 2 pence, and gave them to the host, and said unto him, Take care of him, and whatsoever thou spendest more, when I come again, I will repay thee. By the interpretation of the Scripture, towards my observation of the man hawking meat. The priest and the Levite saw the man who fell among thieves and walked away without offering him help, because they were not compassionate to him. In the same way, instead of me being compassionate towards the hawker, I decided to judge and be curious. Sincerely, I should have looked at the man with a sense of compassion, and not with the mind of curiosity or judgment. As this realization dawned on me, I began to see the man as someone deserving of compassion and kindness, and not just a mere hawker. As I was about leaving the water selling point with my jerrycan filled, I carried with me a newfound sense of transformation, compassion, and understanding, knowing that everyone has their own struggles and challenges, and it is not for me to judge or condemn, but to approach those in need with a sense of compassion, regardless of my ability or inability to offer material help, because compassion has the power to transform not just our lives, but that of others. And by choosing compassion over judgment, we open ourselves up to a world of understanding and empathy, making the society a better place for us all.